Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, welcome to my Life is Strange 2 Episode 2 Collectibles Guide. I'll be showing you all 6 of the collectible locations as well as a location to draw a sketch in order to grab all the achievements or trophies. I have covered every episode of every Life is Strange game before, so make sure you check out my channel if you'd like more information. Now, right near the beginning, we can grab our first collectible once we gain control of our character and work our way up the hill towards the cabin. You'll notice a two-headed snowman and a tree behind that snowman. In that tree, if you look up, this is a really sneaky one. You can find a metal box. If you interact with the metal box 2 separate times, you will be able to ask Daniel for help in order to bring it down. And once you do that, he will come over and help you. He'll use his little superpower in order to bring it down from the tree. Once it does come down to the ground, you just walk up to it, interact with it, and after a 20 to 30 second conversation between the brothers, you will grab collectible 1 automatically from the metal tin.
Let's check this out.
Yeah, what's inside?
Sure. That's pretty old school cool.
Now, the next opportunity for an achievement or trophy happens almost a full hour later when you are inside of the house and just finished eating breakfast. At this point, you can draw a sketch. What you want to do is work your way towards this chair in this corner. And what you can do is look up, draw the room, look down and draw it, and then look up and draw Claire, and then draw her. And you'll need to do this a total of 4 times to complete the picture. Once you complete the sketch with full detail, you'll unlock the achievement or trophy for drawing a sketch. As with all of the other sketch locations in the previous episode, there are more than 1, but you only need to complete 1. You can also come back to this chair a little bit later on in this chapter and draw the same scene, but with Daniel instead of Claire. And you can also draw at the Christmas market if you so desire. Any one of those 3 scenarios will result in the same achievement or trophy for drawing a sketch during episode 2. Now, just after making our sketch, we can actually grab the second collectible. What we'll want to do is we'll want to go upstairs and interact with the little train set. You'll notice that there are some controls, and we can have a seat at these controls, and we'll need to do a somewhat specific set of tasks in order to find a hidden collectible inside of this little train set. So once we gain control, the first thing you want to do is look at the switch kind of just off to the right-hand side. And on that switch, you want to set it so that it sets to right. Once you do that, the train will go in this small loop right here. And as soon as you do that, you also want to interact with the little refill station in order for you to prepare the refill. Once you do this, the train will have a short stop at the refilling station, and then it will proceed. Now, keep in mind, you can control the speed of the train with the right bumper, but once it's refilled, you want to set that switch that was earlier set to go to the right. You want to set it to go forward. This will allow the train to go through the other part of the circuit. And as you'll see here, it goes the long way and then through the tunnel. If you listen closely, you can hear that there's something in the tunnel, and Daniel will also let you know that there is something in the tunnel. So at this point, all you want to do is let it go for 1 more loop through that same tunnel. Again, make sure the train is going full speed so that you don't waste too much of your time here. Now, after it goes through the tunnel for the second time, you want to interact with the station, not the refilling station or the coaling station, but just the regular station, and you want to schedule the train for a stop. Once the train stops, you should be able to interact with the front of the train in order to pick up a sign. This sign is your second collectible for this episode. For collectible number 3, you'll end up outside and you'll be visiting your neighbor's house in order to find your little brother. Instead of going inside right out of the gate, make sure you go around back of the house and you will find a snowman kind of in the middle of their backyard. First, you'll interact with that snowman, which I've already done off camera, and then you'll be able to then pick up the bottle cap that the snowman uses for an eye, and this will unlock your third collectible for this episode. Now, collectible number 4 can be found pretty much immediately after interacting with the snowman. You'll want to go to the front of the house and then enter just using the door. You can inspect the windows and see a couple of things around the house if that piques your interest. However, just for the sake of collectibles, you can go right in. Now, once you go in, you'll have a quite lengthy conversation with Daniel, his new friend, and the friend's dad. But the conversation will culminate in you having to pick the hero toys and the villain toys, and you need to do this 100% correct. So the warrior is a hero, the pirate is a hero, the dino is a hero, the bear is a hero, and then the villains are the car and the insectoid. Once you have this correct setup, you can now look at the kid and confirm the setup, and because we are 100% right, he will reward us with a small toy in order to, you know, say thank you and praise us for knowing the correct answers. If you are incorrect, he will not give you this toy, however, and the toy is collectible number 4, so once he gives it to you, you will unlock the achievement or trophy for getting it.
Okay, let me introduce them to you.
For collectible number 5, you will inevitably end up at the Christmas market, as you see on screen, and your goal here is to buy Daniel a present. But before doing any of that, what you want to do is work your way around, and you'll notice a girl playing on a guitar. Now, what I did was I gave her some money, so you'll end up giving her $1 out of your 15 in your pocket. I don't know if this is mandatory, but I think it is, because that makes her sing a song, and you can then interact with her again and listen to that song. But nonetheless, you need to wait for this song to be completely over. I believe it lasts about 3 or 4 minutes. You can sit here and listen to her sing, or you can do what I did, which is I walked off, I did a couple of things, I read some of the books and stuff, and then I eventually came back after her song was over, and now I was given the option to speak with her, which started a conversation that lasted about 5 minutes. Eventually, that conversation ends in her leaving the Christmas market and you regaining control of your character. At this point, you should be able to turn around and look behind you into the place where she was sitting before. You'll notice that she left a guitar pick underneath the tree, which first you'll need to look at. After inspecting it, you should now be able to pick it up in order to gain collectible number 5. Nearing the end of the episode for collectible number 6, you will force your way into Karen's room once you return home. Once inside the room, you will notice a lot of different things to interact with, but the thing we want to focus on for the collectible is the CD player. So once you gain control of your character, walk towards the CD player and press Y to look at it in order to kind of do your first observation of it. After that, interact with it using the A button in order to try to turn it on, and you'll notice that it has no power. So after you notice that it has no power, you should be able to interact with the socket on the wall to plug it in. The plug it in option is only available after realizing that it's not plugged in by trying to interact with it, so keep that in mind. Now after you plug it in, go back to the CD player and try to play it, and you'll notice that it doesn't work. So because it doesn't work, you're wondering why, and you open up the top in order to reveal a ticket. I believe it's a bus ticket that was purchased from by Karen a while back, and that will be added into your collectible inventory in order to wrap up all the collectibles for episode 2. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys with episode 3 in the future. Special thanks to the amazing people on Patreon. Make sure to drop a like if the video was helpful. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.